I'm going to try to do that song I made yesterday. Listen, listen, the mission is ain't for the mission. Hold up. I'm going to get it. Listen, the vision can't wait for permission. The mission is the meal, just make the decision. Niggas get jealous when their bitches get horny. But if the dick fits, then the bitches fit for me. Formerly incarcerated, yet a bit corny. I'm formal till I get to bitch boring. I'm formal, I'm boring till I get to bitch boring. No, I'm not even gonna finish it. I've been doing it based off of what's it called? Some notes. Where's my phone? I could probably do it based off of the notes, but I can't even come close to doing it straight off the dome. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, it's probably in the Google Docs. I'm checking the notes. Here we go. Let's see if I can get it just off of the extemporaneous notes. So I'm not reading the lyrics. I'm just reading like the first word of each lyric. Let's see if that works. Where's my mouse? Oh. Listen, the vision can't wait for permission. The mission is the meal, just make the decision. Niggas get bitch when the bitches get horny. But if the dick fits, then the bitches fit for me. Formerly incarcerated, yet a bit boring. I'm formal and boring till I get to bitch boring. I hit another venue, I remix the menu. I vent, I present to my events do. I'm real geeky, I'm real creepy, and I'll grant your bitch a wish. That means I'm a real genie. I'm going through it, but that's kind of what I'm into. My vent blue, then think my tint's blue. Do the math, check the experiments. They think it's weird, but niggas built pyramids in the ear trying to irritate. Dry pussy on the plate, I'ma irrigate. My buddies deal often with losses, yet makes sense, it's common with bosses. That's what the cost is, the full-time job. What your future job is, not for the nod often or the profits, just to opt in to lock in with better options. Yeah, it's still not performance ready, but those are the bulk of the bars. I miss some spots, but anyhow. What's good? It's the Park Nigga Vlog, episode 2, I think. Episode 2. On my Chef of X podcast, I don't even count the episodes. Let's see. Notes. I had an interview today. I'm just going to go over my day. That's going to be the Park Nigga Vlog for right now. And we'll see how that works out, but let's start with this morning. Affleck. I got interviewed by Affleck this morning off of Indeed. I've been applying to jobs on Indeed basically since I've moved into this. SLE is what they call it. I don't know what the E stands for, but it's supposed to be a sober living home. Niggas ain't sober, but it was a sober it's supposed to be a sober living home that I'm living at right now. And they help people who were arrested at some point get back on their feet. So they give people like reduced rent for an extended period of time, and then hopefully you get hired, and then you can pay full rent, and that's how it works in Sacramento. At least that's how I understand it. Something similar was the case when I was in Yolo County in Woodland, but anyhow, I'm living at this SLE, and I had an interview this morning. Like at least 20 people. It's the first interview. Everybody's zooming in. I was on my phone. Some people were on computers. And they said, "What do you know about Affleck?" And I was about to say, "You guys sell insurance." But the way they phrase it, they don't really sell insurance because insurance is what pays, like if you have medical insurance, it pays the doctor and the hospital, but they pay their clients directly. So you, when you're with Aflac, this is my understanding of it, I might be wrong, but when you're with Aflac, if you have some kind of a accident or whatever, they just pay you the money and then you do what you want with the money instead of them paying the insurance people directly. But I had an interview with 20 or more people and then hung up, and I got a call immediately after saying, hey, we liked your resume. Are you ready for the second interview right now? So I was like, oh, I mean, yeah, I could put my business professional top on that I just took off and do an interview right now. But I just open up the interview with, hey, I asked Chat GPT this. I'm going to ask you directly. I don't want to waste your time. I'm formerly incarcerated. So I've been to jail before. I've been to prison before. And I just got off parole, and that's why I'm searching for jobs. And they're like, oh, yeah, for insurance, you have to be you have to be certified by the state. And you can't be certified if you have felonies or, well, that's not exactly what she said. What she said was, I said, I'm formally incarcerated. And she said, you can't be certified for insurance if you're federally incarcerated. And I, now looking back in retrospect, wish I would have corrected her and said, no, 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 no. I wasn't in federal prison. I was in a state prison. And I don't know if that makes a difference, but I assume any kind of incarceration at all makes you uncompetitive when there's 20 people on the initial interview. So I was like, yeah, I've been incarcerated, but I don't want to waste your time if I can't be certified. And she was like, yeah, you can't be certified. So that's the end of this second interview. But you made it to the second interview. But yeah, she's like, federally incarcerated. So what, are you out on work release or something? I'm like, no, I'm out and I'm off parole, but I have been in. And if that is the difference between me getting this job and not getting this job, it's better for you to just know at the second interview than for you to invest a lot in me as a candidate. And then at the end, when I take the exam or whatever, when they're right before they certify me, that's when you find out. Because it doesn't really help unless I could get paid before that. If I could get paid before I get certified, then I might have just fucked it up for me. But that's I went the honest route, and I just told her straight up, hey, thanks for inviting me to the second one, but I don't think there should be a third. So I finished that, and it's a week before classes start at Sac City, which is the community college in Sacramento that I went to before I went to Sac State. And it's also now around the corner from my SLE. So I hopped on the skateboard because I got my bicycle stolen really early on. I had nowhere to lock it at night, so I just left it in the front. Next morning, woke up, went out there, it was gone. So I'm on the skateboard right now, and license is suspended, so I'm not on the motorcycle, but I still have it. And so I skateboard like 2 miles to Sac City, and I'm seeing if I'm trying to figure out what it would cost me to take an engineering class at Sac City. Because at Sac State, it'll cost me like $3,000 just to sign up, because I fucked up my financial aid there by basically dropping out without dropping my classes. So they gave me a refund check for a semester for classes that I never took because I just didn't show up for the classes, but I didn't officially drop them. So because of that, I owe them back some financial aid before I can even sign up. So I'm pretty much fucked at Sac State. But at Sac City, I don't have that relationship, and I can take classes that are toward my major for now, especially while I'm looking for jobs. It's something that I can do that's productive during the day to socialize and et cetera, et cetera. So I'm seeing how much it costs. I don't know yet. I had to reapply because I haven't been at this school for a while. So, yeah, so I skateboard. I go to the physics building, and I wanted to talk to a professor, to see if the classes that I took at Sac State, because I took 2 physics classes there, 11A and 11C, which is like mechanical and electrical physics from the engineering perspective. And it's classical, and both of them are classical physics, but actually, let me not say anything about that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think they're both classical physics classes. No quantum mechanics in the electrical class. But I got to the physics building, and I'm trying to sign up for classes by logging into my e-services, which is like their system for signing up for classes. But it doesn't let me sign up for any of them. And it turned out it's because I just didn't reapply. So I reapplied today, and they said in 2 days I'll be able to sign up for whatever. But I didn't get to talk to the professors. But fun fact, the worst Wi-Fi is in the physics building. It was taking me like 10 minutes to load a basic page. I assumed that it was because everybody was signing up for classes. Maybe the network was something. But I went to a different building, and it worked just fine. So I don't know why they have such bad Wi-Fi there. But I didn't get to talk to a professor. I did go to the student services, and they helped me reapply. But by the way, the guy who's helping me reapply has cauliflower ears. I think that's what it's called. Where it's like, I think it means he was a fighter at some point in his life, but his ears are like swollen. And I'm like, this guy is like security, and he's helping me sign up for classes. But yeah, originally I wanted to take a physics class because that was the class that I messed up in when I was a UC Davis student before Sac State, before Sac City. They told me when I first applied, we highly recommend you take this physics class at De Anza, which is the community college I actually graduated from or got my AA from. But I didn't take it, and they still accepted me. And then when I got through to their version of the class, I fucked it up, and that's when I ended up dropping out. But I dropped my classes officially. I did it the right way the first time with that school. So that's when I ended up. So, but then I looked on Assist, which is the website. Assist.org is the website that you can use to check community colleges classes and which universities they transfer to. So I checked Assist, and I can probably take Physics 430, which is heat, light, and waves at Sac City. But at UC Davis, they only accept the classes if you take all 3 of the physics classes at Sac City together. Because the way they line up, it doesn't match up exactly class for class. So there's another community college, Cosumnes River College, I don't know how to say it, but it's something like that, that I can take the bus to. There's a bus that stops by my house that goes there. That might be the better move if I want to take a physics class. But what I really want to do after checking Assist is just take an engineering class and see if I can get a job while taking that engineering class to figure out how I'm going to pay off this Sac State debt and just go back to Sac State. Because I still have issues with going to UC Davis right now, because for the crime that I committed, I have a victim, and the victim is currently a student at UC Davis. So it's like, I shouldn't go back there. There's a restraining order. It's a whole mess. I thought they'd be graduated by the time I got out of prison, but that's not the case. So if I'm going to go back to a university that I've been to, Sac State is the number one, given that information. Number one preference. And I haven't taken a circuits class in a long time, but I took a power class and did horrible in it. Partly because I don't understand it, partly because of the circumstances around how I was living back then. I was with my ex-girlfriend, and we were having relationship troubles. She ended up breaking up with me, and then I moved out. I went to a psych hospital, and then I moved out and went to this SLE that was actually sober living. They drug tested me, and etc. And while I was there, that's when I stopped going to classes. I had some weird psychotic experience when I left the house certain days, and I didn't even want to leave the house most days. So I was in a pretty bad place. But yeah, Sac State is still the number one preference as of right now, and they have an engineering circuits class that I can take here that transfers to Sac State. Um, do I need the class to graduate from Sac State? No, but they have two concentrations: power and electronics. And like I said, I did horrible in power. I did well in an electronics class. I had a microprocessors class that I got a B plus in. And so I would like to learn more circuit stuff. I'd like to freshen up on it. And it seems like there's an opportunity to do that at Sac City with their Engineering 400. So I can freshen up on it, figure out how to get back into Sac State, maybe ask some people for some money, get a plan together. And but in the meantime, while I'm living at this SLE around the corner from Sac City, maybe I can just go to Sac City for the fall, take a class, take it light, something that I have some experience with, but that I'm not refreshed on, and see where things go from there. So on the way from leaving Sac City, I saw one of my old professors. She taught linear algebra back in 2020, and it was a proof-based class. Well, I won't say it was proof-based, but it involved proofs. And back in the day, I was seriously considering being a math major. I went to Tuskegee University with my initial major was math when I went there, but then I switched to electrical engineering. I think my first or second semester while I was there. The department chair of electrical engineering recruited me. So it was kind of bittersweet seeing her because she was like, "Hey, how's life been?" I don't know if I went to prison since I've seen her. I think I took her class after I got out. I'm pretty sure it was after I got out. But I took her class and basically finished the requirements for a math degree, an AA degree at Sac City. But I never applied to graduate, and I never applied for the degree. So secretly, I'm thinking maybe that's something else I can do is get a second AA, but this time let it be in math, something that I actually want a degree in. Because my De Anza degree is like liberal arts with a concentration in engineering, which I don't even know what that means, but I didn't take the physics class. That's like the baseline for a STEM degree at De Anza. But I did take physics in Sacramento. I took it at Sac State, 11A and 11C. So if they take those credits at Sac City, I can have a legitimate STEM degree, even if it's just an AA, which I would be proud of. I did do well in that linear algebra class, too. One thing I've been avoiding, which I need to stop avoiding, which is totally separate from school, it deals with the job hunt. I think most jobs I've gotten have been through school. I've been a student for most of my life, obviously. And, well, maybe not so obviously. I've been incarcerated, so it depends on. I was only in prison for, I think, 16 months. But still, the majority of my life, my adult life, I think I've been in school, and I've always gotten jobs through school. So I'm used to the recruitment process where I know how to be competitive. But according to ChatGPT and my uncle, who's an engineer, I should be looking for programming jobs, because with 3 years of 2 to 3 years of electrical engineering at Tuskegee, definitely 2, but if you count UC Davis, Sac State, it might count for 3 years. I think I was in my junior year. I think I'm going into my junior year at Sac State. But yeah, I have time in the engineering major, and I'm older. I'm 32. So I could, in theory, just start working and not finish school at all. which a lot of people do in tech in the past, have done in tech in the past. But I'm scared to look for tech jobs because it's not the same cushy, mushy, like it's through school situation. I'll have my resume and I'll say these are the hours I'm available to work, and this is my experience. I know I have passed a C++ and a Python class, and hopefully by the time I actually am applying, I have these projects that show I can build software. But what I'm resistant to is actually starting the projects. I don't know. I feel like I always don't know enough, like I'm one class away from really understanding how to build software. And I think this might be a mental hiccup, that I have enough skills already and I can build software. I just need to get into the weeds with it, and I haven't done that yet. So maybe I'm missing out. I mean, like I said, I had an Aflac interview this morning. Maybe by applying on Indeed to these insurance jobs, which I guess this is the second insurance job that has interviewed me, maybe this is the wrong method for me getting a job. Maybe what I really need to be doing is building software projects that I'm scared to start. But that's where I am as of today. You know, as a park nigga, I'm scared to I'm scared to build software. And I don't know how to get over that, but it just seems too intimidating. I feel like if I didn't grow up, immersed in computing, then I'll never be competitive for a software job, and that might not be the case. It might be that I just haven't started the right project or any project, and I'm right around the corner from doing something that can really help my career, because I always think school's going to help my career, or just applying on Indeed to whoever's hiring is going to help my career. But maybe it's software projects that I haven't started. So hopefully I can get over that. And now to go back to what I am comfortable with right now is running my fake brand, the Chef of X, whatever. Let me do this song with the lyrics, because I know I could do it with the lyrics. There we go. Where are you? Can't see the mouse. It's too light. Hey. Hey, listen, the vision can't wait for permission. The mission is the meal, just make the decision. Niggas get jealous when their bitches get horny, but if the dick fits, then that bitch is fit for me. Formerly incarcerated, yet a bit corny. I'm formal and boring till I switch to bitch boring. I hit another venue, I remix the menu. I vent, I present my 2 cents like the rents do. I'm real geeky, I'm real creepy, and I'll grant your bitch a wish. That means I'm a real genie. I'm going through it, but that's kind of what I'm into. My vent blue, next thing I know my tint blue. I do the math, I design the experiments. They say it's weird, but niggas built pyramids. Sheep bitches in my ear just irritate. Pussy on the plate, I'ma irrigate. My buddies deal often with losses, yet makes sense. It's common with bosses. That's what the cost is. The full-time job, create what your job is. Not for the not often, but just to opt in to lock in with better options. That's it so far. Chef set.